My name is Tracey.
And I am Michele, the little sister. Uh-huh.
Well, anyway, before we get started, you all, I would like to introduce or just shout out our sponsors because I really do appreciate them so much. First off, we have Soul Nails at soulnails.com. I have them on if you could see.
Thank you.
Aren't they just lovely? These are luxury nails that you can reuse over and over again. So I just like to shout out Soul Nails, and she is on Instagram. Also, we have Chosen Bath and Body. Chosen Bath and Body has amazing products which moisturize your skin. She is just really winning right now. And she also has merch. Chosen sweatshirt, mask. Doesn't it feel good to be chosen, you guys? Can I get an amen?
Amen, sister.
I thought so. And we also have Bella Chic in Wrap. She was actually our last week's guest. She is amazing. She does wonderful gift wrapping. She will be from December 4th to the 24th in Atlanta at Peachtree City. She will be doing gift wrappings on Fridays and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and on Sundays from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. So if you have last minute gifts and you need it, wrap, see Bella Chic in Wrap, and she will hook you up and have your gifts looking all that and then some.
Yeah.
Okay, Shell.
Okay, so let me just tell you something. So I'm excited because I have been waiting for our guest to be here for a while. And so she is an amazing young lady. She was spotlighted in Eatery Atlanta. She's a Spelman graduate. She's a lawyer. She's a fly girl. She's just beautiful, amazing, smart, intelligent, a mother. And I'm just excited to just know this young lady. She is Catherine Greene, owner of Cathy's Cleveland and in Atlanta, correct?
Correct.
Yes. So, Catherine, welcome. Thank you. Well, first off, thank you for coming to Sisters of Leisure and allowing us to pick your brain about motherhood, about business, just life in general. So we're gonna go ahead and get it going. And so Tracey said she wanted to do the first question. So I'm gonna go ahead and allow her to go ahead and get that first question out the way.
Okay, I just want to know why sweets. Because, honey, you look fit, you look super amazing, but you got a sweet tooth, don't you, girl?
I do. But first, I want to say shout out to you guys. I love what you guys are doing. So when you guys reached out, I was hopped right on it because I love everything that you guys stand for. And it's definitely something I want to be a part of and contribute to. So I think it's amazing what you guys are doing. And so I am privileged to be on here with you guys tonight.
Thank you.
You guys are doing amazing. And why sweets? I will definitely say, I taste sweet and I love sweets. But honestly, I just saw a need. So initially I actually wanted to do frozen yogurt. That's initially what I wanted to do. But then when I did a little bit more research and I realized that the frozen yogurt industry was so super, super saturated, I just want to do something different. Even though I definitely could have still gone in that area, I just want to do something that was more authentic to me, authentic to what I enjoy doing. And cookies and baking is something I love doing. And then ice cream was like a no-brainer. Like ice cream nonstop. I love it. Yes. So whenever I was able to pair two of my favorite desserts, it was like a match made in heaven.
Yeah. So so that's like a passion. So absolutely. That is awesome because I know I love a good warm cookie with some ice cream.
Yeah.
We have the privilege of going to Cathy's Cleveland, and your building is so beautiful. The cookies were delicious. They were decadent. They were huge.
Yeah.
And so that's prime real estate. So how did you come across that piece of property right there? Was it just because that's a beautiful building?
Yes. So we're at Cathy's Cleveland. We're located in downtown Cleveland. We are currently the only female Black-owned food business in all of downtown Cleveland. And it's something I'm really proud of. And so I chose downtown Cleveland because when I was attending law school, I lived downtown. And so I was super familiar with the area, the culture, the climate, the people. And I just knew I wanted to be in downtown. Also, there was an absence of dessert options in downtown. So I knew there was a need. Already knew the demographic. And so for this being my very first business, it was really beneficial that I knew the area and I was knowledgeable about the people there. Yeah. And so the building that Cathy's Cleveland is located in is the arcade, and that's at East 4th and Euclid, literally a hop, skip, and a jump to the stadiums, to the Cavs arena as well as the Indians. So it was a no-brainer to be located in literally the dining mecca of downtown Cleveland. Yeah,
I just love it. It's beautiful. I mean, Cathy's. You know what? It wouldn't be any other place but a beautiful location for that, for your cookie. It is absolutely wonderful. So
yeah, absolutely. Now you say you're a Spelman graduate.
Yes.
Have you ever, what was it like to experience going to Spelman with a lot of women? And have you ever went to a school, or all-girls school, before that?
That's a very great question. So actually, Spelman was my first experience going to school with all women, and also my first experience going to a school with more than 20 Black people. So it was a culture shock in so many ways for me. I am from a small town in Jefferson, it's called Jefferson City, in the middle of Missouri. And it was amazing growing up there. I had probably, to me, one of the most amazing childhoods. I loved it. But there was always something in me that knew I wanted to get out, and I wanted to explore, and I wanted to see more things. Because I'm also a mom. Hold on a second.
Hey. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. How you doing, baby?
Hi, Lawrence. How old are you? Lawrence, how old are you? Are you 4? Yes. Okay. Mommy. You got your iPad? You want to sit here with me while I do my interview? Okay. Do you want your iPad? You want to sit here with me so mommy can keep talking? The movie's over. Okay. Do you want to go with your iPad or stay in here? Okay. Okay. Go play. I love you, Lauren.
See, that's motherhood, everybody, and we all
love you.
Most of us can relate to that.
Y'all see, for the viewers out there, I'm in my closet hiding so I can talk to y'all. So y'all special tonight. Okay. So y'all gonna give y'all what y'all need tonight. Okay. But no, so going to Spelman, I always knew I just wanted to break out of where I was living. I always knew there was more for me. And along my journey, God sent people along my journey, even as a child, that spoke into my life, that exposed me to different things, that really kind of guided me and groomed me into the woman that I am today. So going to Spelman was a precious privilege that it was just an amazing experience. And I loved literally every moment of it. It grew me not only academically, but as a woman, as a person, as a community service person, as a leader. It helped me in so many different ways, well beyond the classroom.
Yeah, that is just beautiful because, I really do. I went to HBCU. I went to Norfolk State University, and it changed me also just to know and see us thriving and educating and just doing what we're supposed to do as a community. I just loved it also. So that is wonderful. So you are a business owner in 2020 that we have COVID. Right. We had riots.
Right.
And you remain positive. Tell me how are you able to keep your wits about you and to even start something new in this climate?
Absolutely. So just a little background so people who may be watching that don't know. So I own Cathy's Gourmet ice cream sandwiches. So it is a cookie and ice cream shop. So when you come in, you choose your cookie, then you choose your ice cream, then you choose your topping. And so some people call us the Chipotle of ice cream sandwiches. It's a super fun, upbeat atmosphere. Outside of ice cream sandwiches, you can get cookies, you can get scoops, you can get milkshakes. And it's just a really good vibe, good energy. Yeah. We are big on service, and we want everyone to feel better, feel sweeter after they leave our shop. So that's just a little background about Cathy's. We've been open since 2018, and we have a downtown Cleveland location, and then now we're under construction for our Atlanta location. And then we also have a food truck in Atlanta as well. And you can find us online at Cathy's CLE on Instagram, Facebook, and on our website, just to give a background. But with the question that you just asked me, so one thing I keep telling entrepreneurs that's super, super important is being able to pivot. You have to be able to pivot, because there are going to be so many things that happen, even if it isn't a global pandemic, which is huge, right? It can be little things that may happen in your business. A supplier may stop. They may go out of business. So then you need to pivot and shift and find a different vendor. Or your building may be sold and then the new owner doesn't want you to be there. Or you may own the building and it catches fire and goes up in flames. Like there's going to be so many variables that are completely out of your control. And so you have to be able to pivot. So with 2020, we closed down from March to about mid-May. And during that time, we launched our online cookie dough, which is right here.
Yes.
Go online to Cathy's CLE and you can get our gourmet cookie dough, and it will ship directly to your front door. All of our flavors that are available in our store are also available online. And it comes in a 3-part kit or just a single jar. Single jars are only $15 and they'll come right to your front door. Yes. That's something that we launched in April. And then in addition to that, we installed a sneeze guard, like different sneeze guards. We also installed just different safety measures to make sure that, say hi, London.
Today.
She's fine.
Hey, how are you doing?
That's Sister Lisa, that's Michele and Tracey. Okay. Yes. You guys okay? You're gonna say, oh, wait, no. Go play with LJ, okay? I think he's a little sad, okay? So you gotta be able to pivot, guys, no matter what's going on.
Okay.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah. Absolutely.
Go, London. You gotta go, honey. After my call, you can scratch him, okay? Yes. Go. You can listen. I love you, okay?
Love you.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye. I love you guys. Okay. But anyways, we shut down for a month and a half. Okay. And then after that, we installed the sneeze guards and different safety procedures that we did. Sweetheart, go say hi. Okay, you can come back and say bye-bye, okay? For just a second, please. I love you guys, okay? Or we're going to continue with them. But anyways, we installed sneeze guards. We installed other safety measures to make sure that our store could still operate and that our staff, most importantly, was safe. That was a big thing for me. I wanted our staff to be in an environment that they felt fun about still. They still felt excited to come to work, but at the same time that they were safe. And so we already have really good sanitation measures, but we increased those a lot. Yeah. And then, of course, all of our staff wear face masks. Yeah. And then another thing that Cathy's did that was new was that we switched to being an all electronic company. So we only accept credit, debit cards, and Apple Pay at Cathy's.
Oh, really?
That was something. Yeah, those were the new procedures that we put in place because you have to pivot. No matter what the climate is, no matter what's going on, you have to pivot and change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
and I see you. Oh, sorry, Michele. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I see you have 2 beautiful children.
Yes.
You know?
But we can introduce them.
So what is it like raising those children and being a businesswoman and, co-parenting with their dad?
Yes. So it is an interesting journey, I will say. And I think that a lot of times in the current climate that we're in right now is more so, hold on guys, just don't throw that right now, okay guys? What you see mostly, either you see women delay having children because they're building their business, or you see women have children very, very young.
Yeah.
And so when they usually build their business, it's probably maybe in their late 20s, 30s, maybe early 40s. And so their children are grown. So it's like you see this dichotomy. And so for me, building business while having young children and being divorced is definitely a challenge, but it's doable.
Yeah.
And so all you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make sure that you have a good support system, and you're going to have to ask for help when you need it.
Yeah.
And just be positive. I feel like the same energy and attitude you can put into being negative, channel that to being positive. It's the same energy. It's either you're going to have it in a good way or you're going to have it in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest thing.
See, I look at you as an influencer, You're very positive.
Yeah.
You always speak life and inspire others. How do you feel? Do you feel like you're that type of person, or are you just like, I mean, what
Yeah.
makes
Oh
you?
my gosh. Yes, I feel like I'm an extremely positive person. I feel
Okay.
like, and I know people say the word influencer, and I mean, I'm more so. It's like I'm just myself. You know what I mean? Like I feel I've always been like my mother would say. I've just always been who I am. Now I've just grown. I've just developed. I've just tapped into it even more. So I mean, I enjoy helping people. I enjoy loving on people. I enjoy seeing people become their best selves. And so it because people helped me along my journey. There were so many people that came and spoke life into me and who told me who I was and that I can and that I will and that I'm amazing and that I'm incredible.
Oh, yes.
So it's like, who would I be not to share that with other people too? You know?
Yeah. Exactly. And so the two little ones behind you, it grows, and they'll teach that their children that, and their children will teach their children that. And so it's a beautiful thing that we're able to do that.
Absolutely.
And it goes on for generations and generations.
It does. So it really does.
It's important.
Go ahead, Shell.
I was just saying that it's important. Go ahead.
Oh yeah,
sure.
Now you said you're a divorcee.
Yes, I am.
So what do you say to?
I'm focused on my business and these 2 kids, but no, I'm single.
So what would you say to women in your situation? Like, is it okay to date and meet new people?
You know what? I think it's a personal choice, and I think you'll know when it's the right time to start dating for yourself. I think one of the biggest things that's important is you realizing that it's so important to raise healthy, whole children. They don't have to recover from their childhood. And if you can do your part to make sure and alleviate any childhood trauma, you need to do your part during that. And so for me, my ex-husband and I made a very conscious decision that we were going to remain friends and that we were going to co-parent and help our children as best as possible. Say bye-bye. Oh, very good. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Have fun. I'll be on the roof, okay? They're making their exits. Bye. I'll be out there later, okay? And extra ice cream for you if you stay out until I'm done. I'm going to give you some ice cream. I get done. I love you so much, London Greene. London, you got to go. Okay. You got to go to get it, okay? All right. Bribery always works, guys. With the ice cream. But yeah, we just made a very conscious decision that we were going to remain friends and that we were going to co-parent as best as possible. So, I'm so thankful. He's a great father. I'm a great mother. And so our children have been able to transition smoother than probably they would have if we were at each other's necks.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, because that's not going to help anybody. That doesn't benefit anyone. Right. So have you had any naysayers about ice cream and Cathy's and you developing your business and your brand, and were there anyone in your life so to say, you know what, that's silly, that don't do that, or don't try that, or my cousin tried that in California, didn't work, how people do.
I know. I'll be very honest. Like,
that's good.
The type of person I am, I really don't surround myself with people who think negative. Like, everyone's gonna have a bad day. Everyone's gonna have ups and downs. Yeah. But their foundation, who they are as a person, it has to be in alignment with certain fundamental principles. And so I didn't have anyone in my life who verbalized it. They may have thought it, but they knew good and well not to say it to me. It was in their last day talking to me. But so no, I didn't really have anyone telling me I couldn't do it or trying to bring me down or anything like that. And I would always encourage people, because I've had people ask me that question. I remember one young lady, I was speaking at a panel seminar with senior attorneys, and they were talking about non-traditional attorney roles. And I bring the story up because the woman came up to me. I think she was maybe in her like late 40s, early 50s, and she was stepping out finally. Like, she was stepping out to do whatever, like her passion. Yeah. I forgot what her business was. I think it was something with perfume. And she just came up to me, and this is something how I know also the gifts that you have, because people will be drawn to you. She felt very comfortable with me to just come and tell me that she didn't have any support, that her husband and her kids were not supportive of this and all of these things. And I just told her, I was like, well, obviously this is your husband and kids. You can't get rid of them. But what you can do is to channel your energy into knowing that you can do it. Hold on just a second, honey. And so I would tell anyone that if they are having people in their life that speaks negatively, if you can remove them, remove them. But if you can't, you need to then be an example to them. You need to show them through your actions, show them through your determination that you can do whatever you put your mind to. And once they start seeing your results, they're going to jump on board.
Yeah. That's good.
That energy is amazing, and it's really important, and it's it just shows that once we're able to see within ourselves and like really focus on those things, that the sky is actually the limit. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
for sure.
There's nothing you can't conquer. There's nothing you can't do. So
correct.
Because right now, everything is online where there's no more going to the church house.
Right.
So how do you keep your spirituality intact? What do you do?
That is so good. So, I would say one thing for me that I feel like has always favored me or covered me in a way is because I gave my life to God really early. And it's crazy because I'm gonna share this on here. I don't think I've ever shared this anywhere before. When I was young, I want to say I was maybe like 8, 9 years old. I was attending a small Baptist church in Holt Summit, Missouri. So imagine an even smaller city in Jefferson City. I mean, pint-sized city. And I was going there. I gave my life to Christ. And for whatever reason, my pastor and first lady just took a liking to me. And I started doing Bible competitions when I was like around 9, 10 years old. And I did it for about 3 years. And I remember I would go to they had a trailer home at the time. And I just loved going there. I loved the atmosphere. And my first lady would sit me down. This is just, when I look back, it's just crazy. She would sit me down with her side by side. And she would go through the books of the Bible with me, teaching me the word, teaching me God's principles. And those things always stuck with me. So I can say for me, what keeps me spiritually grounded is that it's like the word is like inundated into my DNA, into the fabric of who I am. No matter how far I go, no matter the wrong decisions I make, no matter what, it's like I'm always driven to come back home, or I'm driven by these principles that I have. And so reading as much, reading daily, even if it's just for 2 minutes, just flipping. And sometimes I just open my Bible and say, okay, God, what you want to tell me today? What you want me to get today? And I love the word because it's a living book. So it's like, no matter what happens in your life, it's always going to speak to you in a new way, because life is ever changing, but the word is consistent. So it's just going to speak to you differently because of your life changes and challenges and highs and lows. So, I mean, that's what really has kept me. And then obviously reading, prayer, without a doubt. And then also watching things online, like Sisters of Leisure, this podcast, and different things like that are positive, that are uplifting. Those are the types of things you want to watch whenever you have like your downtime.
Exactly. That's important. So do you watch television?
Oh, yeah, sometimes. Okay. I'm really more so into movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watch TV here and there.
Okay. Because I remember Lawrence was like, well, he does, but not really,
Yeah.
He's not that into that. Not that into it. So let me think. I'm trying. I knew we were gonna catch a good flow of things, and I knew we were gonna be able to really, get your intake on life and business and motherhood. Just being a woman. Just being a woman of 2 amazing children. So, just saying, do you think you're gonna have more? If of course, when the time is right for you,
I don't know. There was a time frame where I thought, oh my gosh, I want a whole this football team of kids. But now maybe not. I don't know. I feel like when that time does come, God will reveal it to me. If I do or if I don't. So I mean, it's not something that's pressing on me right now at all. The biggest thing that's pressing as a main priority for me is building Cathy's and our presence and brand in Atlanta. And then the goal and the vision for Cathy's, we're going to continuously grow our brand across Cleveland and Atlanta. And then the next cities will be Charlotte, Houston, Dallas, then Nashville. So we're going to be all across the southern region. And then our cookie kits are going to be shipping nationwide. So it's going to be all over. You okay?
You know what?
Oh, okay. You guys are... Oh, he should not have done it. You want to stay in here with me, guys, for a second? Okay. Help me answer questions, okay?
So real quick, so tell us about your charity.
Yes. So I have an organization called Cathy Cares.
Yes.
And what we primarily do is we empower and uplift young women and girls just to be all that they can be. And so that's something that's very near and dear to me. And we're also going to be launching more of an adult version of that to help inspire women, women who are mothers, divorcees, women who want to be wives, women who want to be single, who are not thinking about no husband, like Oprah, okay? Things that. We'll be just helping other women, because I truly do believe that, especially as a woman, we multitask so many things. Whether you don't have children, whether you do, you still are probably doing a gazillion things. And so I just want to inspire women in a genuine, real way. Give them real tips. How do you get your LLC? How do you get your EIN? What do you need to focus on with business? And I would say the main thing to focus on when it comes to business is not as much marketing. Be careful, guys. Not so much as your product as it is in marketing, because you can have a great product, but if no one knows about it, if you don't know how to properly position yourself, it will do you no good. And that's something that I had to learn, and it took me a very long time. And even now, to go to the next level, I have to intensify my marketing way more than I ever have. And so those are the different things I want to help. Honey, come to the face. I want to help women learn, okay, what does it mean to be an entrepreneur, and how do I get there? Because the money will come. You don't have to worry about that so much. The money will come. The people will come, because God says he's going to give you favor in the sight of man. So what God is going to do for you, he's going to do it through a person. It's not going to drop from the sky. And so, don't be worried about where you're going to get the money from, where you're going to do something. Really focus on your product and then marketing it, and the rest of it will follow.
Yes.
Okay.
That's like believing in what you're doing. You have to believe in what you're doing, and you got to trust God in the process.
You do. You do.
You can't.
And it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight.
Yes. Absolutely.
It's not going to happen overnight.
And you can't compare yourself to anybody else. That's another thing.
Not at all.
You cannot compare yourself to anyone else. You have a journey and a process that's specific to you.
Yes.
And be authentically yourself as much as you can, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah. That is great advice, because that's another thing. That's what our society, we so competitive and we compare. And that is a energy zapper. It will suck the life out of you if you think you can, compare to other people.
Somebody else doing this or that. Just do you.
Wait, inside voice.
Just do you, compete against you and make yourself better as you go,
And you got to be hungry for it. You got to be determined. You have to be relentless. You have to know, like you know. And you cannot stop in the process. You have to be a problem solver. And that's why entrepreneurship is not for everybody. I don't think that everyone is meant to be an entrepreneur. But I do think there's more people than not who are, but they allow fear. And everyone gets fearful. I get fearful, You can't allow fear to control you. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Everyone gets scared. There's time. I mean, Jesus was tempted for 40 days. He don't stop. He was a person, but he didn't allow that fear to control him. And that's the difference.
You got to break through it and fight through it.
You got to break through it.
Yeah.
You got to break through it.
Yeah. Anyway, Cathy, to have had you on our show. You have such amazing babies, and they're themselves. It's okay, So we just love you. And if you want to know more about Cathy's, she's on Cathy CLE on Instagram.
Yes.
And she's also Catherine Cross or Greene on Instagram.
Catherine Cross. That's my maiden name. So Catherine Cross, yes.
on Instagram. And what about the Cathy Cares? How can they get more information about that?
Yeah, if you can just follow us at Cathy's with the C, at Cathy CLE. You can find me there. You'll get all the information if you want to connect, if you want to support, if you want to get your gourmet cookie dough and have your kids occupied while you're on the Zoom call. You can bake them cookies first.
Yeah. Okay.
So go in there. We ship nationwide. Next day via FedEx. So definitely please check us out.
Okay. Well, I just want to thank everybody for joining us today. We really appreciate you. And if you're interested in being a sponsor on our show, you can DM us or give us a call if you know our phone numbers. But we love you all. Excuse me?
I was about to say DM us on Facebook or Instagram. But go ahead.
Yes, Facebook or Instagram. We love you all so much. We do appreciate you coming out, checking us out every 2 weeks, and we will be back on December 13th. So we hope you have an amazing week, and we love you so very much. So we will definitely talk to you soon.
Yes.